Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, it means you believe in growth, transformation, and making your dreams a reality, step by step. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like your big goals are too far away? Like no matter how hard you try, success keeps slipping through your fingers? What if I told you this? The biggest results in life don't come from big leaps. They come from small, consistent steps, repeated every day. Before we start, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and comment below. What's one small action you're taking today toward your goal? Let's grow together. Let's start by understanding one simple truth. Consistency is not about perfection, it's about persistence. When we think about success, most people imagine a big breakthrough moment. But the reality is, success is built on hundreds, even thousands of small steps. Here's a powerful formula. Small effort times time times consistency equals big results. Let's take Warren Buffett as an example. He didn't become a billionaire overnight. He started investing small amounts of money early in his life, allowing compound interest to do the heavy lifting over time. His fortune grew not from massive actions, but from small, repeated decisions. The same goes for exercise. You don't need to spend 2 hours at the gym every day. Just 20 minutes of light exercise consistently can transform your health over time. The magic is in the accumulation. Like drops of water filling a glass, each small effort adds up until, one day, you overflow with success. Now, if consistency is so powerful, why do so many people struggle to stay consistent? The answer lies in our brain's natural wiring. We crave instant gratification, immediate rewards for our efforts. When results are delayed, our motivation fades. Remember the famous marshmallow test from Stanford University? Children were given one marshmallow and told they could have a second one if they waited 15 minutes. Years later, researchers found that kids who delayed gratification were more successful in life. The lesson is clear. Success requires patience. But how do we train our minds to embrace patience? We shift our focus from the final result to the daily progress. Instead of obsessing over losing 10 kilograms, celebrate losing just 0.1 kilograms this week. Instead of aiming for fluency in a new language, celebrate learning 5 new words today. Track your progress visibly. Use a journal or a habit tracker app to see your small wins piling up. Your brain will start to crave the satisfaction of seeing progress, keeping you motivated. So, how can we build and sustain consistency over the long term? Let's go beyond quick tips and build a strong, lasting system. 1. Start extremely small, make it ridiculously easy. Big goals are exciting: write a book, run a marathon, build a business. But they're also intimidating. That's why so many people quit before they even start. Here's the solution: make your first step so small, it feels impossible to fail. If your goal is to write a book, start with just 50 words a day, not 300. Sounds laughably small, right? But here's the magic. Small wins build momentum. And momentum beats motivation. Once you write 50 words, you'll often write more. But even if you don't, you've still succeeded. You've kept the chain alive. Real-life application? Want to exercise? Start with 2 minutes of stretching. Want to meditate? Begin with 1 deep breath every morning. Want to learn a language? Learn just 1 word per day. Remember, the goal is not intensity. The goal is consistency. Build rituals and triggers, anchor your habits. Consistency thrives in structure. Without a system, even the best intentions fade. Here's a key insight: habits stick better when they're attached to existing routines. We call this habit stacking. For example, if you drink coffee every morning, use that moment to review your daily goals. If you brush your teeth at night, take 2 minutes afterward to journal your progress. If you commute daily, listen to an audiobook during your drive. Why does this work? Because your brain already recognizes these anchor points. By tying your new habit to an existing routine, you reduce resistance. You make action automatic. And here's a pro tip: create environmental cues. Place your workout clothes next to your bed. Keep your notebook open on your desk. Set phone reminders with motivational messages. These visual triggers gently nudge you toward action, even when your motivation dips. Track, visualize, and celebrate progress. See your success. Your brain craves visible progress. That's why tracking is not optional, it's essential. A simple habit tracker can transform your consistency. Every time you mark a small win, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Over time, this creates a powerful feedback loop. Action, achievement, reward, repeat. Consider the method made famous by Jerry Seinfeld: don't break the chain. Each day you complete your task, mark a big X on your calendar. Soon, the growing chain becomes a source of pride. Missing a day feels like breaking your streak, and that pain keeps you consistent. Bonus: take photos, keep a journal, or use an app to track milestones. Review your progress weekly. Even slow progress becomes exciting when you can see how far you've come. And always celebrate small victories. Finished 7 days of your habit? Reward yourself with a relaxing walk or favorite snack. Completed 30 days? Write a note to yourself: I'm building my future, step by step. Celebration cements the habit emotionally. Let's remember: success isn't about doing huge things once in a while. It's about doing small things consistently, even when you don't feel like it. Make it easy. Anchor your habits to daily routines. Track your wins and celebrate your progress. When you follow this system, you don't have to rely on motivation. You build something far more powerful: momentum. And momentum, my friend, is what turns small steps into massive results. We've talked about how to build consistency. Now, let's see what happens when you connect it to your big goals. 1. Small steps shape your identity. Here's something most people overlook. Consistency is not just about what you do, it's about who you become. Every time you take a small, consistent action, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. Let's say you write 200 words every day. You're not just writing an article. You're becoming a writer. Or you exercise for 10 minutes every morning. You're not just burning calories. You're becoming a healthy person. Your identity shifts not in giant leaps, but in quiet daily choices. Real-life depth. Psychologists call this identity-based habits. Rather than focus only on goals: I want to lose 5 kilograms, focus on the identity: I am a person who takes care of my health daily. When you see yourself differently, you act differently. This is the deepest motivation: you're not working toward something external. You're becoming someone new. Compound growth turns tiny wins into big victories. Most people drastically underestimate the power of compound growth. Here's a story that illustrates this perfectly. If you start with just $1 and double it every day, after 30 days you'll have over $1 million. Of course, life doesn't work exactly like that, but the principle holds. The first days feel slow. Day 1, $1. Day 5, $16. Day 10, $512. It's not impressive until it is. Consistency follows the same curve. For weeks, you might see no visible progress. But beneath the surface, something powerful is happening: you're building capability, skill, and resilience. Deep explanation. Neuroscience shows that habits create stronger neural pathways over time. Like building a muscle, it feels slow at first. But then, growth accelerates exponentially. Example: saving just $3 a day on coffee adds up to over $1,000 per year, money you can invest, save, or use for life goals. Running 1 kilometer a day equals 365 kilometers a year, roughly the distance from London to Paris. Consistency builds unstoppable momentum. There's a secret most people miss. Momentum is the ultimate force behind success. The hardest part of any journey is starting. But once you've started, your consistent actions build momentum like a flywheel. At first, the flywheel is heavy. It takes effort to push. 1 push, 2 pushes, 3 pushes, slow progress. But with each push, the wheel spins faster. Eventually, it spins on its own energy. Deep application? In business, small customer wins lead to bigger opportunities as word of mouth spreads. In fitness, small daily workouts build strength, making future workouts easier and even enjoyable. In learning, daily practice compounds understanding, and you start connecting ideas naturally. This is why consistency is more important than motivation. Motivation fades. But momentum sustains itself. When you build momentum, you don't rely on willpower. Your progress fuels itself. Let's summarize what we've learned. Your small, consistent actions are not just steps toward a goal. They are bricks building the foundation of your identity. They create compounding growth that accelerates over time. And they generate unstoppable momentum that carries you forward, even on tough days. When you understand this, you'll realize success isn't about random bursts of effort. Success is about sustained, deliberate, small actions that multiply into massive results. And here's the beautiful part. Anyone can do this. You don't need to be gifted. You just need to be consistent. Consistency is the silent engine behind every great achievement. It's not loud. It's not glamorous. But it's relentless. And it works. We often think success comes from a few big moments, a breakthrough, a promotion, a lucky break. But in reality, it's built quietly, day by day, brick by brick. Every small action you take. Writing 200 words. Saving a few dollars. Exercising for 10 minutes. Learning one new word in a foreign language. These are votes for your future self. And when you add them up, day after day, you build something unshakable. Your future. I want you to imagine this. A year from today, if you stay consistent, not perfect, just consistent, you will look back and hardly recognize yourself. That book you wanted to write? It's finished. That healthier body you dreamed of? It's real. That new skill you wanted to master? It's now second nature. Your future success is already in motion. It begins with the choices you make today, repeated tomorrow, and sustained every day after that. And here's the truth. The future belongs to those who respect the power of small steps. So, here's my challenge to you. Pick one small action, just one, that you can start today. Stick with it every single day. Track your progress. Celebrate your wins. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. We're here together, growing step by step. In our next video, we'll dive even deeper. How to turn your consistency into unstoppable momentum. Because once you've built the habit of consistency, the next step is to supercharge your growth. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share your small action in the comments below. Let's build our future, one small, consistent step at a time.